everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm going to share with you guys a new project. I'm pretty excited for this. I've been trying to find these vase fillers everywhere at all the Dollar Trees that I've gone to, and I finally found some, so I'm able to do the project that I've been wanting to do. So what I'm going to do is make an Easter sign with this frame. Now these frames might be a little bit hard to find. I know they kind of had them around Christmas time. I stocked up on a lot of them, but if you guys can still find some, or this is a project that you guys can, you know, think about for the future. But this is, it's like a frame with some gold stars in it. So what we're gonna do is open up this, take the stars out, and we're gonna do something with this and put the filler in it, which I'm excited to do. You also need some transfer paper. Also, I got this at the Dollar Tree. I love this stuff. I bought some expensive stuff a while back ago, and I saw a lot of people saying that the Dollar Tree stuff is good, so I ended up getting that. And then you guys will also need your vinyl of choice. I just do Joann's because they were discontinuing it, and I absolutely love it. It works awesome. I'm still debating if I want to do white as a color. I might change it depending on when I get my projects done. So what I'm going to start doing is a design on my Cricut machine, and I'm going to have it say Happy Easter. So let's go to my computer, and I'm going to show you guys what I designed for that. Okay, you guys, so this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a Happy Easter sign, and I actually made this using the Cricut, you know, I paid for their service thing that they had, their plan, and I wanted to do something like this for a sign, and I thought it was super cute, and I'm like, how the heck do I make it? And I was trying to find something, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna find something like this. So I ended up going to images, and I typed up egg. Okay, so this is the egg that I chose, because it's just like a solid, you know, egg. So what I ended up doing is I had it lay straight. I feel like it's kind of crooked, and I wanted it to lay straight, so I actually just had this pretty much straight. So right here it's like straight up, and then what I wanted to do is I found my font that I wanted, and I cannot remember what font it was, so I'm just gonna write E. This is a different font that I used, but you guys want to basically just kind of figure out what font you want, and then you're going to put it right on top of the egg, okay? So what I ended up doing is I figured out what I wanted to do, so I said Happy Easter, and then what I ended up also doing is I'm going to duplicate this because I'm going to have it say happy. So what I'm going to do is highlight this, and then on the bottom you want to hit slice. So basically there is your slice right there, you guys, and then you don't even need this E if you don't want to, and then they give you this E too. So basically you guys can just slice it, and then, you know, continue this and make sure you know, do each egg individually like I did. And then I kind of figured out where I'm having it. I spaced them all apart. I know this one's a little spaced apart a little bit more than average, but you know what? You can't notice it. And then I did, you know, Happy Easter with the same font on top, and then I ended up welding them together, and this is how it turned out. And I think it actually turned out pretty good. I want to do more videos like something like this. I might do more, you know, thing, but I think this turned out super cute. So now let's continue on with our project. Okay guys, so the first thing you actually want to do is measure the glass inside so you know how big you want your letters to be. So this is going to be 6.5, and then we are going to have it at 4.5. So 6.5 by 4.5. So now I'm going to go to my Cricut thing and start designing. Okay guys, so after I showed you how I figured out my font, now I got to figure out, you know, I have the size figured out, but I don't want to make it wider than 6.5 because that's the widest I can go. So I have it about 6.37, so just about like 6 1/3. I have to probably make it 6.5, but I got that, and then I have this at 3.8. I would like to make it bigger, but I feel like it's gonna be too spaced apart. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but once I figure it out, then I'm going to get it cut out and we're going to attach it right on. So let me figure the size I want and then I'm going to get it cut out next. Okay guys, so I have it ready to go, and the hardest part I always have is this part, but it came off pretty easily. So we're just going to weed it. Not that hard. I sometimes just use my fingers on certain times. It just depends on what you guys want to use. I just find it easier doing this. If I'm doing more detailed work, I'll use my pick, but otherwise I'm just going to use this by hand. Yes. Okay guys, it is all weeded out. Now we're going to use the Dollar Tree transfer tape. This is where I always have problems to get it peeled off. Sometimes I get it right away and sometimes I don't. It's like I got it started and there's that. So what I end up doing is I kind of have it start here a little bit, and I'm going to try to get it as even as I can. Because then it's easier to put on the glass. So we're just gonna just like that, and we're gonna take your glass and you want to make sure it fits. Well, I have this a little bit too big, so I'm just going to trim this because it's just going to be easier for me just to trim it so I can get it on there just a little bit easier. So we're going to trim that. And I'm just going to trim this side just a tiny little bit. Okay. So now it should go on the glass a lot easier. So I've learned from my mistakes is I always peel the back of this and then it's a little bit too big. Let me trim it down just a little bit more. Okay guys, so I have it pretty much right on even, so I'm just going to figure out like where I want to place it. It could be off by a little bit, it doesn't really matter. So one thing that I have learned is I always want to start from one end when I do peel this off, because I have learned from my mistakes that it goes on all the way and I don't want it to. So we're just going to have it, just press it just like that right there. So I have some of it on, and like I said, we're just going to kind of figure out where we want to place this. So we're just going to have it kind of like right there, maybe. Figure it out. I always have problems placing it. So we're just going to have it sit. And that's where my problem is, where it sticks. So just give me 1 second. Right there will do. So we're just going to press. You can also use your scraper if you need to. And then I slowly peel it off because I don't want it to stick all the way. This is where I'm having problems because it doesn't want to come off. Okay. Voila. And I have it somewhat straight. I mean, I can't tell the difference at all, but super even. The R is just a little bit further away than the E, but you know what, that's okay. Now we're slowly going to peel this off. And voila. So the next thing I need is, actually I need a black piece of paper, because I am using that black piece of paper for the background, because the background of the cardboard is white and you don't want white with white. So I like saving some of this for different projects. So I'm gonna get some black cardboard and get ready to cut it out, or black cardstock. Okay guys, so I took the black cardstock and I made it the same size as the back one. It can be off just by a little bit because you won't see it. So the next thing we're gonna do is flip this over, and then we're gonna put some of the glitter vase filler on. I don't know how much I want on there, so we're just gonna fill it up just a little bit. See how that is, and then we'll just put this on real quick and flip it over. I just want to see how much. So that looks pretty good. Maybe just take a couple of them off, but that is how easy it is by using these frames. So I'm just gonna kind of even it out. I think I got a little too much purple in here. Just take a blue one out. Maybe just another purple. That's it. So we're going to take those out, put those to the side. Then we're going to take our cardboard and put it right on like that. And then I'm going to put this on and this on because it just keeps it a little bit tighter. And then I'm just going to put that on, put the corner pieces right on. Now I probably did this upside down because of this, which is not a big deal. I could probably pop out the glass, but I don't plan on hanging this up. I plan on just having it sit on my mantle. But otherwise, I made it a little too tight, so we're just going to loosen it up. Just a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, and we're just gonna shake it up a bit, shake it up, and voila, there it is, a super easy Easter sign that's super cute. You could always add some grass to it or an Easter background, but I just wanted something very simple, and I really think this turned out really cute. If you guys enjoyed this, thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all together on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.